Welcome to all 4 learning classes. So in the last session we are just given some introduction about what are capacitor and what is capacitance, okay, and what is the units of capacitance which are discussed in the last session, okay, and also completed about the spherical capacitor. Okay, what is, we know that capacitance can be defined as the ratio of charge of the capacitor to its potential. The ratio of charge to potential is called as capacitance. So what are the units? The units of capacitance are farad. So but farad is a huge quantity, so that we are using submultiples like millifarad, microfarad, nanofarad. Okay, and what is the capacitance of the spherical capacitor is? The capacitance of the spherical capacitor can be written as what is C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught R. Okay, means the capacitance of the spherical capacitor is directly proportional to its radius and also depends upon the medium at which it was placed. Okay, but not on the charge and potential. So these are completed in the last session. Now here we are studying about the spherical, what is a parallel plate capacitor. Okay, what is a parallel plate capacitor? Okay, see, for different types of applications we are using different types of capacitor, but parallel plate capacitor means what is, in the name only meaning is there here. Two conductors are kept parallel to each other. What is, we know that capacitor is nothing but it is a system of two charges, system of two conductors. So when they are separated by small distance, and here these two conductors in the capacitors are kept parallel. So those two conductors, here we treat them as two plates. Okay, consider two conductors, okay, any shape and any size, but kept parallel to each other. So for example, here we are taking, so this is one of the parallel plate capacitor. This is one of the plate. Okay, this is another plate kept parallel to each other. These two plates are kept parallel to each other, and here we are given a positive charge. The inside of the plate is given here a positive charge, nothing but connected to the positive terminal of the battery. Okay, and the second one is connected to the next plate is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. So this is a negative charge here, here it is given a positive charge. Okay, so these two plates, okay, kept parallel to each other. Let us assume the area of the each plate is capital A. What is area of each plate is? Area of each plate. Area of each plate is capital A. And charge is capital Q. What is charge of the plate is capital Q. Charge of the each plate is capital Q. And let sigma be the surface charge density. What is sigma here? Surface charge density. Okay, sigma be the surface charge density, A be the area of the each plate, and Q be the charge given to this plate. Sigma be surface charge density. See, now whenever we are calculating the electric field intensity, okay, so at any point above the first plate, here what happens, the electric field in the region 1, the electric field due to this is, okay, this is a positive charge outwards, this is a negative charge and inwards, equal and opposite, the net electric field becomes 0 in the region 1. In the same way, the electric field in the region 2 also, what happens, the electric field intensity becomes 0. Now these two plates are separated by a distance d. What is the two plates are separated by a distance d here. So a uniform electric field is set up in between the plates, that is directed from positive charge to negative charge. This is a uniform electric field. The lines of force indicates the field is uniform here. Okay. See, this is a direction of E here. What is the electric field intensity between the plates? Between the plates, here in region 1, let us take this is a region 1, this is a region 2. Okay. In region 1 and 2, electric field intensity will become 0. Okay. Electric field becomes 0. Electric field, that is capital E, is equals to 0 because the field at region 1 due to the positive charge is outwards, negative charge is inwards. Equal and opposite cancel. Whenever we are calculating in region 2, below the second plate also positive charge outwards from the positive and negative charge into the charge. What happens again? These two are equal and opposite cancel. But whenever we are calculating the electric field in between the plates, in between the plates of the capacitor, okay, what is E is equals to here? We may write like this. See, due to the positive charge, whenever we are calculating the electric field in between the plates, due to the positive charge outwards, that is sigma by 2 epsilon naught, and due to the negative charge inwards, both are in the same direction, plus sigma by 2 epsilon naught, that is equals to sigma by epsilon naught. Okay, the electric field between the plates of the capacitor is E is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma by 2 epsilon naught. What you will get here? Sigma by epsilon naught. Now this is an electric field, but sigma is equals to surface charge density can be written as a charge per unit area. What is sigma is equals to Q by A. Q by A. Substitute here. E is equals to sigma by epsilon naught. Sigma means Q by A whole by epsilon naught. That is Q by A epsilon naught. What is electric field intensity is? E is equals to Q by A epsilon naught. So this is let us take this is equation number 1 here. Okay. Now what is E be the electric field intensity between the plates of the capacitor? And what is the separation between them is D. Let us take this is given here a positive charge, here it is given a negative charge, and V be the potential difference between the plates. What is here? V be the potential difference. V be the potential difference between the plates. Okay. So we know that what is the relation between electric field and potential. Here electric field is E, potential is V, and they are separated by a distance D. So we know that E is equals to V by D. Let us take this is equation number 2. What is E is equals to V by D. So electric field between the plates of the capacitor in terms of charge we got Q by A epsilon naught. But by the relation we may write what is E is equals to V by D. If you are observing equation number 1 and 2, we may write like this. From equation number 1 and 2. Okay. What is equation number 1 is Q by A epsilon naught. That is Q by A epsilon naught, which is equals to V by D. Okay. So interchange the Q by V is equals to A epsilon naught by D. Okay. What is Q by V? We know that by the definition of capacitance, C is equals to Q by V. The ratio of charge of the capacitor to the potential is called capacitance. Means here Q by V is there. So Q by V is equals to what is actually C. Therefore, we may write C is equals to A epsilon naught by D. This is the expression for capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. Capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor, C is equals to A epsilon naught by D. See here, if you are observing this equation, what is C be the capacitance? Here A means area. See, when area changes, area of the plates are changes, capacitance changes. Area of the plates nothing but changing the dimensions, that is shape of the plates or size of the plates, okay, changes, capacitance changes. And epsilon naught be the permittivity of free space, the medium between the two plates. Here it is air, so epsilon naught be the permittivity of free space. So instead of air, if these two plates are separated in any other medium, again what happens? The value will be changes, capacitance changes. And the distance between the plates, if D be the distance between the plates, when D value changes, the distance between the plates is changes, what happens? Again the capacitance changes. Means the capacitance of a capacitor, the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor, or you may take any capacitor, it depends upon the three factors. One is geometry of the plates, the second one is a distance between the plates, and third one is a medium between the plates. So that is C is equal to A epsilon naught by D. Okay, this is about the expression for capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor. Now let us, this is a parallel plate capacitor here. Okay, given this is a positive charge and here it is given negative charge. If A be the area of the each plate and D be the distance between the plates. Okay, what is C is equal to, we got A epsilon naught by D. A epsilon naught by D. Therefore here we are writing capacitance depends upon capacitance of a capacitor. Depends upon, first one, geometry of the plates, that is shape and size. And second one, distance between the plates. And third one is medium between the plates. Okay, so the capacitance depends upon the three factors, that is shape and size of the plates, distance between the plates, medium between the plates. Okay, see, for suppose to get the capacitance of a capacitor of 1 farad, capacitance, actually we said that what is capacitance, units are farad, but and it is very huge quantity. Capacitance is a huge quantity. Okay, so that we are using multiples and submultiples of farad. To get the capacitance of 1 microfarad, then what should be the area of the plates? See, if you are observing, if to get C is equals to 1 microfarad, when the distance between the plates is, let us take 1 meter, the distance between the plates is 1 meter. Then what is the area? What is the area of the each plate? See here, we know that C is equal to A epsilon naught by D. From this, what is A is equals to CD by epsilon naught. What is C here? We are saying 1. D is also 1. And epsilon naught is 8.85 into 10 power minus 12. Okay. What is epsilon naught value? 8.85 into 10 power minus 12. That is A is equals to 10 to the power of 12 by 8.85. Okay, if it is a 10, we may write nearly 10 to the power of 11. Okay, or we may write like this, 10 into 10 by 8.85 into 10 to the power of 11. So what will get 1 point something into 10 power 11, isn't it? Means if you get these 10 power 11, means the area of the plate is 10 power 11 meter square. That means approximately it is 30 kilometers of length and 30 kilometers of breadth. 30 kilometers of length. See, what is A is equals to, for example, if 30 kilometers into 30 kilometers, 30 into 10 cube, again 30 into 10 cube, 10 power 8, 3 into 3, 9 into 10 power 8. This is nearly 10 power 9 only. But here we got a 10 power 11 meter square. Means to get the capacitance of a capacitor 1 farad, the dimensions of the plates is nearly 30 kilometers of length, 30 kilometers of breadth. But practically it is hypothetical, it is not possible. So that only here we are saying the capacitance of the capacitor not taken in the farads. It is taken in the multiples of like microfarad, nanofarad and picofarad. Okay. One, effect of dielectric. Effect of dielectric on capacitance. Effect of the dielectric on capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. See here. Now let us take, this is a two parallel plates. Two plates are arranged parallel to each other. One of them is given to the positive, the other is given to the negative charge. Let A be the area of the each plate and D be the distance between the plates. A be the area, D be the distance. See, when these two plates are separated in the free space, when two plates are separated in free space, let the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor denoted by C0. Okay? When two plates are separated by a distance, separated in free space, separated in free space, what is capacitance C0? Let us take the capacitance is denoted by C0. Capacitance C0 is equals to epsilon naught A or A epsilon naught by D. A epsilon naught by D. Okay. This is a capacitance when the two plates are separated in the free space, separated in the air. Okay. Now, C0 be the capacitance here. For suppose if a dielectric slab is filled, what is here electric field between the plates is, let us take E0. The electric field between the plates of the capacitor is E0 here. Okay. Electric field between the plates is E0. Okay. C0 is equals to A epsilon naught by D. The electric field between the plates here we are taken E0, and charge charge of the capacitor is Q naught. Okay. Now what is C naught? We may write A epsilon naught by D, and potential difference between the plates is V naught. Okay, then what is, we may write C naught by the definition, it is Q naught by V naught. What is C naught is equals to Q naught by V naught. Okay, see now if a dielectric slab is inserted between the plates of the capacitor, a dielectric slab of constant K, okay, a dielectric slab of constant K is inserted between the plates of the capacitor such that the space between the plates is completely filled with dielectric. Okay, a dielectric slab is slab of constant K, dielectric slab of constant K is inserted between the plates, such that space is completely filled. Space is completely filled here, completely filled with dielectric. Okay, there is actually, what is dB? The distance between the plates. Whenever we are placing a dielectric slab between the plates of the capacitor, the space between them is completely filled here. The space between the dielectric is, air plates is completely filled with the dielectrics. See, what are the dielectrics? Dielectrics are behaves like the insulators, and they can modify the electric field at which they are placed. Now, before introducing the dielectric slab, what is the electric field between the plates is E naught. And whenever we are introducing a dielectric, what happens? The electric field value will be reduces. We know that new electric field or modified electric field, new electric field between the plates after introducing the dielectric, after inserting the dielectric, is taken as E. Okay, after introducing the dielectric slab, okay, the electric field will be changes, which is denoted by E. What is E? Can be written as E is equals to, we may write E naught by K. What is E is equals to? E naught by K, and we know that K value is greater than 1. For any dielectric, for air only, free space, the K value will be 1. For any other value, what is the K value? Greater than 1. So the E value is less than E naught here. Okay, E becomes E naught by K. When electric field reduces, then what is the potential? We know that E is equals to V by D. What is E is equals to? V by D. See, whenever we are introducing the dielectric, the distance between the plates remains constant. The distance between the parallel plates capacitor cannot be changes. But what is only the, when inserting the dielectric, the space between the two plates is completely filled with dielectric, so there is no change in the D value here. Here D is a constant. D is a constant. Distance between the plates is constant. So we may write E proportional to V. E proportional to V. What happens? E value after introducing the dielectric slab, E value becomes E naught by K. E naught by K. Now what is before introducing the dielectric slab? What is the potential? V naught. So the new potential becomes V is equals to V naught by K. V is equals to V naught by K. But the charge of the capacitor cannot changes. The charge remains same, that is Q naught only. Charge Q is equals to Q naught, doesn't changes. Okay. What happens only here? The space between completely filled with dielectric, the potential value changes, electric field changes, but charge remains same. New capacitance C is equals to new charge by new potential. Here actually what is C naught is equals to Q naught by V naught, where Q naught be the charge of the capacitor before introducing the dielectric, and V naught be the potential between the plates before introducing the dielectric. What is Q be the charge of the capacitor after introducing the dielectric slab, and V be the potential after introducing the dielectric. What is C is equals to Q? What is a new charge? The charge of the capacitor cannot alter by introducing the dielectric, so it remains the same only, that is Q naught. But what is a new potential becomes V naught by K, that is K into Q naught by V naught. K into Q naught by V naught. What is K into Q naught by V naught? Q naught by V naught is capacitance before introducing the dielectric. C is equals to Kc naught. Means if we are introducing a dielectric slab between the plates of the capacitor such that the space between them is completely filled with dielectric, then the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor is increased by K times. Capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor is increased by K times. Okay, where K be the dielectric constant. From this we can define the dielectric constant. What is dielectric constant? Also can be defined as dielectric constant K can be written as K is equal to C by C naught. What is, from this equation we may define the dielectric constant also can be defined as it is a ratio of the capacitor with dielectric, capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor with dielectric slab, and to the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor without dielectric. C by C naught. C be the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor with dielectric. C naught be the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor without dielectric slab. Okay. So this is what are units? No units. It has no units. Dielectric has no units. Okay. This is about the parallel plate capacitor. Okay.